Hi, in this tutorial I will be going over the cage, joint learning and the subset selection modules in Spear library. A brief intro of myself. I am Abhishek. I just completed my third year of undergraduate study in computer science and engineering at IIT Bombay, and I am one of the core contributors to the Spear library. Spear library can be found in GitHub at decile-team/Spear. Let me give a brief intro to the Spear library. Spear is a library for data programming with semi-supervision. The package implements several recent data programming approaches, including the facility to programmatically label and build training data. Spear has a simple pipeline consisting of 3 stages. First, we create labeling functions. These are the functions which take raw data as input and returns a label to it based on some heuristics. In the second stage, we generate a pickle file containing the labels associated by the labeling functions to the raw data. And in the last stage, we pass this pickle file to the label aggregators to get the final labels. Although there are multiple label aggregators, in this tutorial, I will be going only over the cage and joint learning. This tutorial assumes that you have gone through the tutorial on labeling functions. Cage. This is the notebook explaining the end-to-end use case of cage module in Spear library. The links to paper, documentation and Colab notebooks can be found here. I am skipping the part where we construct the labeling functions. Loading the data. Here we load the raw unlabeled data and raw test data and true labels of the test data if available. This function get_test_u_data is not part of the library. User can use any method to load his data. Paths. These are the paths that are used to save JSON file, pickle file, log file and parameter file, etc. Prelabels class. Here we declare objects of prelabels class on test and unlabeled data. Note that the true or gold labels are passed in test data but not in the unlabeled data. Also, here we call the functions to generate pickle files containing the labels given by the labeling functions. Note that we generate JSON file only once since it contains the label information from the enum class, which would be the same no matter how many times we generate it. Accessing the data. We provide getData and getClasses function to extract the data from pickle and JSON files respectively. For more about the return values of these functions, please check out the data loader section under the cage and utils section in documentation. Cage. Now that we have generated the pickle and JSON files, let's use them in the cage class to find the final labels. We can declare the cage class like this. Here, NLFs is the total number of labeling functions. Fit and predict proba function. This function aggregates and returns the probabilities of instances belonging to each label. The return value is a NumPy array of shape number of instances cross number of labels. Here the order of classes along a row for any instance is the ascending order of the values used in enum defined before to hold the labels. Fit and predict function. This function associates each instance with one final label based on the maximum probabilities written by the fit and predict proba function. The return NumPy array contains integers associated with the labels in the enum class. Fit and predict function. This is the another use case of the same function where we get a NumPy array of strings instead of integers as per the labels defined in the enum class before. Save parameters. We can save parameters like this in the cage class. Note that the directory of the pickle file passed here should exist, and also any of the existing contents of the pickle file will be overwritten. Also, we can load parameters into the cage class like this. Predict proba function. This function predicts the probabilities of labels for all instances based on the already trained parameters. Note that this function doesn't train the model with the data passed to it. Predict function. This function associates a final label to every instance based on the maximum probabilities. Also, this function doesn't do the training on the data passed to it too. Get_enum function. This function that we provide can be used to convert a NumPy array of integers to the NumPy array of enums using the enum class defined before. Joint learning. This is the notebook explaining the end-to-end use case of joint learning module in Spear library. The links to paper, documentation and Colab notebooks can be found here. Since the overall structure of this module is very close to that of the case module, I will be going over the code differences here. I am skipping the labeling function part. Loading the data. Here we also need to load feature matrix, validation data and label data in addition to the unlabeled and test data. Users are expected to provide the feature matrix. Labeled data is the small amount of data labeled by subject matter experts which aids in training. Relabels class. Note that we don't pass true or gold labels to this prelabeled class which generates the pickle file of the unlabeled data. Joint learning. Joint learning trains two models, one with features and another is a graphical model similar to the one used in case module. We can create a object to the joint learning class like this. Here the feature model argument can take values NN or LR, which mean neural network or logistic regression, that is used to train the feature model. Fit and predict proba function. Here the loss function mask represents which of the 7 loss functions in the model should be used while training. For more on these 7 loss functions, please refer the paper above. And since we have two models trained here, when the return GM is set to true, here we get two return values which are the probabilities predicted by feature model and the graphical model. We suggest to use the probabilities predicted by the feature model. Also, training may stop early as you can see over here due to the stopping conditions on validation data. Another use case of fit and predict proba function where the return GM is set to false and hence we get only one return value which is the probabilities predicted by the feature model. Fit and predict function. This function also have a parameter called return GM. So this can return two final label arrays or one depending on the value of return GM. The save and load parameters function, as we have seen earlier, are also available to the joint learning class. Predict FM proba and predict GM proba functions. The former predicts the probabilities based on the trained parameters of feature model, while the latter predicts the probabilities based on the parameters of graphical model. Predict FM, predict GM functions. Similar to the above two functions, but here we predict the final labels instead of the probabilities. And the get_enum function, as we have seen earlier. Subset selection. For the label set in the joint learning algorithm, instead of labeling a random set by subject matter experts, one can use the subset selection functions to select a subset from the unlabeled set so that when this subset is labeled, it complements the labeling functions. More about this and the approaches used here can be found in the paper over here. Random subset selection. We can select a random subset using this rand subset function. We get a return value of list of indices that are to be labeled. Unsupervised subset selection. We can select an unsupervised subset using this unsup subset function. This function needs feature matrix. And for more on this unsupervised subset selection, please visit the paper, link to which can be found at the top of this notebook. Supervised subset selection. This function, sup subset indices, can be used to select a supervised subset, and it needs the data to be labeled by the labeling functions. This returns the indices among the unlabeled data that are to be labeled. Sup subset save files function. This function is similar to the above one, but in addition to returning the indices, it also divides the unlabeled data into two separate pickle files of the data that are to be labeled and the remaining unlabeled data. Insert true labels function. When the data selected from sup subset save files is labeled by the subject matter experts and we want the true labels to be inserted into pickle files, one can use this function to insert the true labels into the pickle file. Replacing pickle function. This function can be used to replace any of the arrays in the pickle file. And finally, this is a use case demonstrating the subset selection in joint learning class. With this, we have reached the end of this tutorial. We have covered cage module, JL module, and subset selection. Thank you.